So it's been a hot minute since I last put out a local co-op games list. In fact, my family friendly couch co-op video was published way back in November 2022, so be sure to check out that one if you haven't already. But since then, a ton of new games have been released. And so in this video, like the previous, I'm giving you 10 of my top picks, followed by a quickfire roundup of over 50 more local 4-player co-op games for you and your family to enjoy without the need for an internet connection. A quick point to note though is that this list covers games from the end of 2022 up to the start of this year, as I will be putting out a top local co-op games of 2024 towards the end of the year. And it also doesn't contain any shoot 'em ups, as these will also be covered off in another list. But without further ado, gather your family and friends and prepare to fight together or against one another as we check out over 60 of the best local co-op games on the Nintendo Switch. First up then, we have Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival, the latest in the long-running Japanese rhythm game series, and I've previously played other entries in this series, but it's your classic tap along to the beat affair, though a little less complex as you only have 2 buttons to worry about with this one instead of the usual 4. With difficulty levels ranging from beginner to expert though, the game offers a great challenge for both newcomers and rhythm game veterans alike, featuring a wide variety of songs, mainly focused around things like video game music and popular anime titles, but you also have J-pop hits and even classical music, so there's pretty much something for everyone to enjoy. You can compete with friends for high scores or play together in co-op mode, or just have fun trying to stay on beat as the game ramps up. But with its charming graphics, cute Taiko mascots and tons of unlockables, Rhythm Festival keeps the experience fresh and engaging with each playthrough. In Warhammer 40,000 Shootas Blood and Teef, players dive into the chaotic Warhammer universe in a totally unique way, as rather than a real-time strategy game, which the franchise is known for, Shootas Blood and Teef is actually a side-scrolling shooter, which follows a group of orcs on a quest for revenge. Blasting through enemies with a variety of over-the-top weapons, you get to choose from several different orc characters, each with their own unique abilities and weapons, and you team up to wreak havoc on the battlefield alongside your friends. The game's cartoonish art style works incredibly well to accentuate the gory action, as you give gene stealers and annihilate your human opponents, and the humorous dialogue adds a fun twist to the game. But the whole setup makes it a lot more accessible than the usual Warhammer games. With destructible environments though and intense action, the game keeps you on your toes every step of the way, and there's plenty of unlocks to be had in this one too. But it's a great choice for anyone looking for a fast-paced co-op action game with a great mix of humour and mayhem. Now, if you enjoy a spot of rage and frustration with your gaming and are always looking to blame your companions for something going wrong, then look no further than Robotry, a game which puts you and your friends in control of clumsy, endearing robots, where each player is responsible for controlling a single limb. The game's physics-based controls make even the simplest of tasks challenging though, and working in unison, you'll have to navigate each level, coordinate your movements to climb, jump and interact with objects, with each level filled with puzzles to solve and obstacles to overcome, requiring quick thinking and teamwork to solve. The game rewards creativity though, allowing players to approach problems in different ways and use the combined brainpower to solutionize them, which more often than not leads to failure and plenty of laugh out loud moments. But Robotry is perfect for players who love games like Human Fall Flat and are looking for a new cooperative experience that combines challenge with slapstick humour. Bravery and Greed is a roguelike beat-em-up dungeon crawler that combines retro pixel art with classic arcade gameplay, and there are plenty of great beat-em-ups on the Switch, but only a few that actually feature 4-player co-op mode. In this one though, players can choose between several classic fantasy archetypes like the rogue, warrior or wizard, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles, and together you and your friends will explore randomly generated dungeons, battling hordes of enemies and collecting loot. There's also a skill tree system in the game that allows you to customise your character's abilities, adding additional depth to the hack and slash combat and giving you options to tailor your build to your liking. But if you're feeling a little devious, instead of just working together to conquer dungeons, you can actually betray each other to claim the loot, adding a little extra competition to the mix and making every playthrough a little bit different. With fun combat mechanics, rich customization options and tons of treasures to discover though, Bravery and Greed is a dungeon crawler that fans of beat 'em ups and roguelikes alike won't want to miss. Another co-op roguelike in our mix today is the Crackpet Show, a game which I had a lot of fun playing solo, but it's definitely more fun playing with a group of you. Similar to Enter the Gungeon, this one is a twin-stick shooter in which up to 3 friends take on the roles of cute crazy animals in a brutal TV show where the contestants battle it out for fame and glory, and you can kind of think of this one as a mixture between Happy Tree Friends and the Hunger Games. And there's actually a Happy Tree Friends edition DLC which allows you to play as the characters from that show. But each character can be armed with a variety of absurdly oversized weapons and power-ups, allowing for creative destruction in the game's arenas and giving you plenty of variety in its runs. As you progress, you'll face waves of increasingly tough enemies and bosses, pushing you to work together to survive, but the game's cartoonish art style and dark humour definitely give it a unique experience, with the juxtaposition between adorable cutesy characters and violent bloody combat. Customise your character, level up and climb the ranks of the blood-soaked reality TV show in this chaotic co-op shooter. Puzzle Bobble, Everybubble, a game which brings back the classic arcade bubble bursting gameplay into a modern cooperative experience, and if like me, Bubble Bobble has always been one of your all-time favourite puzzle games, the addition of this 4-player co-op mode only makes things all the better. If you're not familiar with the series though, the game has you and your friends taking control of the iconic dinosaur characters Bub and Bob and Pep and Pam, working together to shoot bubbles, match colours and clear the screen before either the time runs out or the bubbles reach you. Each stage presents a unique challenge requiring quick thinking and coordination to overcome, as you aim your shots carefully and set up combinations to drop multiple bubbles at once. This version though introduces new power-ups and obstacles as well, adding additional layers of strategy to the familiar gameplay, as well as the aforementioned 4-player co-op mode. As expected, the art in the game is bright and cheerful, and the soundtrack is as catchy as ever, making it a delightful game for players of all ages. So whether you're a long-time fan of the series or just getting started, Everybubble offers a refreshing take on the beloved puzzle game. Trine 5: A Clockwork Conspiracy is the latest game in the highly acclaimed puzzle platforming series, which once again sees players embarking on a whimsical adventure with its 3 iconic heroes, Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight and Zoya the Thief, each equipped with distinct abilities that encourage teamwork and creativity. The game features beautifully crafted 2.5D environments filled with physics-based puzzles that require players to collaborate and combine each character's unique skill sets, utilising them strategically to overcome obstacles, such as Amadeus' ability to manipulate objects, Pontius' combat prowess, and Zoya's agility for navigation and ranged attacks. Local co-op gameplay allows friends to seamlessly switch between these characters, combining their strengths to solve intricate puzzles, defeat enemies and explore lush landscapes filled with secrets. And for those of us who are old enough to remember this one, it's very much like a Lost Vikings game for a modern audience. With its charming art style though, engaging mechanics and emphasis on cooperative gameplay, Trine 5 stands out as a delightful choice for players looking to enjoy a captivating multiplayer experience. An easy recommendation here, and one that I've poured tens of hours into playing solo, but if you've been living under a rock for the past couple of years, Vampire Survivors is a simple but addictive survival game where you've got one goal: stay alive as long as possible against overwhelming waves of enemies. It's a game which has been so successful that it spawned a multitude of copycats, though none quite as good as the OG in my opinion. But if you haven't played it yet, it's a straightforward concept whereby you defeat waves of enemies using weapons which automatically attack for you at set intervals, and as you level up you collect power-ups and upgrade them, becoming progressively more powerful until you essentially become a one-man army. The game's co-op mode takes things to another level though, with now a 4-man army taking on the ever-growing hordes of evil. But alongside its addictive gameplay loop, it's the wide variety of characters and unlocks that keep you coming back for more, and there's some fantastic DLC content to be had with this one too, with the latest being a crossover with Castlevania, adding in a sprawling map of Dracula's castle to explore, over 80 new characters and 100 new weapons. An all-time great this one though, and definitely worth the asking price in my opinion. In This Means Warp, you and your friends are the designated crew of a spacecraft, tasked with defending your vessel, repairing damage and managing resources as you venture through hostile space, and it's very much structured like Faster Than Light meets Overcooked. The concept in this one though is that each player fulfills specific roles within the spacecraft, such as controlling the weapons, fixing parts of the ship or piloting it, and must work together to survive, though as you might imagine, coordinating all of this successfully is a lot harder than it sounds, and things will frequently go wrong, at which point you can then lay the blame on your teammates. The game combines elements of roguelike exploration with resource management and tactical combat, so every decision counts in this one, and as you progress through the game, you'll encounter new challenges, enemies and upgrades, allowing for customization and strategy as you explore its procedurally generated universe and attempt to survive in a hostile galaxy filled with dangers. With its engaging mix of teamwork, strategy and fast-paced action though, This Means Warp offers a unique cooperative experience for fans of space and sci-fi games, and those who have played and enjoyed Overcooked will no doubt have a great time with it. Finally, another very easy recommendation from me, and possibly the best value for money when it comes to first-person shooters outside perhaps the Doomslayers collection. The Quake and Quake 2 Enhanced bundle gives new life to two of the most iconic first-person shooters ever made. This bundle includes both the original Quake and its sequel, alongside updated visuals, smoother gameplay and added content such as a bunch of original expansions and an all-new one titled Call of the Machine, as well as the ability to download free mods and missions, all of which offers a ridiculous amount of content to play through. The game's local co-op mode allows up to 4 players to team up and blast through its campaigns, decimating hordes of monsters, navigating labyrinth-like levels and uncovering secrets together. With all the classic weapons on offer though, including the shotgun, nail gun and rocket launcher, the gameplay is as intense and as satisfying as ever, and the enhanced graphics and improved controls make these legendary shooters feel fresh and exciting, perfect for those looking to relive the golden age of FPS games alongside friends. And that just about does it for my roundup of top picks in this local co-op lineup. But stay tuned for that quickfire roundup of over 50 more that are well worth giving a look at. If you enjoyed this one though, be sure to drop a like and be sure to check out my previous local co-op games list and subscribe to the channel to be notified when my top local co-op games of 2024 list goes live, as well as my other top lists and plenty more Nintendo Switch content. But for now, enjoy the roundup. Thanks to the patrons of the channel for their ongoing support, and to you the viewers for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and game on.